Day 6 of Russia's attack on Ukraine, and things are taking a turn for the worse as more residential areas are being targeted by Russian military strikes.
Meanwhile, the world continues to show its solidarity with the Ukrainian community. Last night, the Met opened its new season with a performance of the Ukrainian national anthem. Here's a clip. Joining us this morning is Archbishop Borys Gudziak, who represents Ukrainian Catholics right here in the United States and who recently returned from Ukraine. So good morning, Archbishop. Thank you for being here this morning. Appreciate it.
Good morning. It's a rough morning today in Ukraine, friends.
I'm sure it is as we watch this all play out, right? And each and every day, it's tough to see. And you are in constant contact with people on the ground in the affected areas and the head of the Catholic Church in Kyiv. So what have they said, Archbishop, about the conditions there really in the last 24 hours? Because we saw a lot of strikes last night.
I just got off the phone from a bishop in Kharkiv, the city that has been bombarded over the last 36 hours. Freedom Square, one of the biggest squares in Europe in the center of the city, was hit by a rocket. You can see those columns that brought many more Russian soldiers and tanks into the country. This is now becoming a terrorist offensive, hitting buildings, schools, high rises. Civilians are getting killed, but there's incredible resolve. There's over 100,000, over last week, 100,000 volunteers have joined the territorial defense units. And as the world has seen, this incredible army, which outnumbers the Ukrainian army in resources and budget and planes and tanks 10 to 1, is being held back. And the world today is seeing kind of a David and Goliath story.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of the videos of volunteers in Lviv and all over Ukraine, assisting not only the army, but refugees as well. We've seen so many heartbreaking videos of families being separated. So how prepared were the folks over there for this kind of military action?
Well, there's different levels of preparation. In Ukraine, 15 million people were killed in the 20th century. People didn't panic. In Washington, for example, if there's an inch of snow, there's a run on toilet paper. There hasn't been that kind of panic. Yes, people are leaving the country. 600,000 have left already, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's 1 million moving right now. European refugee authorities and specialists say there might be between 5 and 6 million refugees, which is going to be incredible. This dwarfs the Syrian refugee crisis in Europe will be dwarfed by this. But many people are staying in place. The church is staying in place. The bishops are staying in place. The head of our church, Sviatoslav Shevchuk, is in Kyiv. One thing, just kind of to put things in perspective, over the last 250 years, every time there's been a Russian occupation of Ukrainian territory, the Ukrainian Catholic Church there has been eliminated.
Wow.
In a year or two, in a decade or two. But the Jewish community has suffered, and the Orthodox are suffering. The shelling of yesterday, 3 sacristans from the Moscow Patriarchate Church in Kharkiv were killed.
Wow.
This I just got from the bishop this morning.
Yeah.
So it's a global story. It's an attempt to destroy Ukraine as a nation, but it also is a human story.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mothers and children and kids. Children are being born in metros.
Right.
In the bomb shelter.
It's unbelievable to see those images of those families and their children sleeping in the metro stations. You're obviously steeped in knowledge and steeped with contacts there in Ukraine, but I understand that you're also here right now in New York.
I'm in New York.
Right,
I'm coming for the ordination today at St. Pat's. I'm coming to you from Cardinal Dolan's house. He's a great friend of Ukraine, a great friend of the head of our church. And we're praying. The Soviet Union fell apart. It was an empire. It still stretches. Russia stretches across 11 time zones, friends. How much more land do you need? But that empire came falling down. without a war. That was a miracle. That was a fruit of grace, the sacrifice of martyrs. And evil will not prevail. That is the story from Ukraine today.
Just real quickly, what can we as New Yorkers do to help the folks there in Ukraine?
Yeah.
One thing is call your government representatives and say Ukraine needs help in defending itself. The West has been slow and late in moving. Now, thank God, things are moving, but there is a great need for help for the defenders.
Right.
Second, inform people. This war is happening not because of NATO, but because Ukraine is a democracy and Putin is afraid that that virus will spread into Russia. And the third thing is pray. Dear brothers and sisters, God is the Lord of history. We are just entering into Lent and we're going to the resurrection.
Yeah.
And this is the story. It's a way of the cross, which will end with the resurrection. Ukraine, Russia, and Europe, maybe the world will be transformed.
Understood.
Look how Ukraine has put the world together.
We are simply out of time here, and it is Ash Wednesday tomorrow. But Archbishop Gudziak, appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here in New York to kind of unite everybody together as well with Cardinal Dolan, and keep us posted, okay?
God bless you, and God bless America. God bless Ukraine.
All right. 7:40.